sudden laughter.
Uh,
Side effects may include sudden headache, sudden face palm. If you're pregnant or about to become pregnant, congratulations.
to be fair, Ma Energy has had no negative effects on us.
Yeah.
We want to make that clear. Ma Energy is very safe. I've been drinking it for a while. Now that I'm actually on a normal sleep schedule, I haven't needed it though, but it's still good.
Yeah. But Grumpler just verbally portrayed my stream of consciousness.
Moving on with, we do have other sponsors, of course. We got clothes over at Designed by Humans. We got affiliate links with Humble Bundle. They're all below, but I wanted to bring that up because we got some more trick rolls to dish out.
Woo!
I know, it's amazing. And now that Arceus is gone, we're gonna hand them all out right quick. No, players, you each get 2 trick rolls added to your pool. And I only get a single one this time. But that's just because these were from sales and anonymous donations, so I get to divvy them up.
I know, man.
But we do appreciate it. Everyone who helps us. Trick rolls are a 1d4 multiplier that can be added to any one dice roll. And they usually lead into huge cinematic moments that I enjoy.
Usually.
Then there's
I don't have the
time,
best repertoire with trick rolls.
yeah. Then there's a time you only get a 1 multiplier, and you're just like, oh, the rock is getting bigger.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, one last thing we were going to clear up from previous episodes was Arceus picked up the Staff of Concentration, which is a staff that has been carved with the shape of a head to help him concentrate on spells. And it talks whenever it feels like it. So just some of the Arceus, you spent the other day, getting to kind of learn about the staff. So here's the things you know about it. 1, it talks when it feels like it. And it's usually kind of random snarky comments as if from a mysterious voice who has an opinion on what you and your friends are doing.
So regular GM talk.
Yes. It is a mouthpiece for me. But that is not to say that sometimes it doesn't seem to speak with some sort of consciousness. Sometimes it just seems to be random. But if you're trying to cast a spell through it and have it concentrate on the spell, you're not going to be able to shut it up. And if you do anything to make it stop talking, it ends concentration. While it can be targeted by your foes while you're attuned to it. It won't be broken unless you decide to break it. You kind of have this knowledge that you can snap it over your knee at any time, regardless of its magical abilities. You also get the feeling the staff does not want to be broken and will, inform you that this is a bad idea. This depends on how annoyed you are at the time. It's like the bugger of staffs, I just realized. Anyway, but it doesn't seem to have any conscious or personality that, like, it doesn't just carry on a conversation with you out of its own goodwill. So
Wait, you designed something with goodwill?
No. Why would I ever do that? Okay.
I don't know, just a hunch.
But last time we actually were with our players, Joseph and Jielith were having a deep conversation, trying to get to the root of some of Joseph's impulse control issues, I believed. That's how I interpreted it. But what they didn't realize was that as they were talking and getting into more deep personal things, the world around them was getting darker until they went for a refill and found themselves back in Castle Avalia, where Withers was there to politely inform them that they've always been here. So it is basically, you all do get the benefits of a long rest, but for story reasons, it's evening and you're all not quite sure how you got back here, but you do hear a voice that is speaking. It's obviously coming from the courtyard in the ground below, but you can hear the voice as perfectly as if somebody were speaking next to you. It is Gallows' voice. And if you run to the windows, you will see him talking to a group of shadowy figures. Ladies and gentlemen and eldritch other, whatever it is you classify as, the night of challenge is upon us, and by the will of the great king Jielith, whoever can claim the crown and survive the castle's challenge will rule this land. As always, death is not required nor encouraged. You're not going to stop anybody. As long as you stay inside the castle until dawn, you are in the competition. If you leave for any reason of your own free will or not, you will not be allowed entry again. And then he very clearly turns to you, King Jielith. Good luck to all.
Let's get ready to rumble.
And with that, there are 3 doors in the room.
So
Vivi's just standing there, basically his staff over his shoulders, sort of his arms draped over it. Like, so this is a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always been a thing.
But what is it? When it was a thing, not a thing?
When it's an eldritch being that has no way for you to actually describe it, at which point it then becomes Lovecraftian.
Exactly. And Vivi, with that, Vivi walks back into the castle.
I'm going to choose I'm going to open up the middle door and look inside.
Okay, it's okay, we've already established the castle does not conform to any sort of architecture or geometry that should make sense. So
Yes.
when you see a large spiraling staircase going down that you know physically can't fit in this space, it doesn't really even phase you anymore. But there is a wind coming up from it, and whether that's just the howl of the wind or whatever is below there, it's kind of hard to tell.
I sniff the wind.
Give me a
See if there's, like-
perception.
I win for 2 doves. Go up to your nostrils.
Yeah. Just give me a perception check, please.
12,
12.
which is actually lower than my passive perception. Oh
Yeah.
no. Yeah, it is lower than my passive perception.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're not used to using your nose among other perceptions.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Well, like, wait a minute, what does that smell? But it smells of cinnamon.
Smells of almonds. Oh god,
Cinnamon,
I love
my
gangrene.
god.
Jielith, we might have a Cinnabon downstairs now.
Oh, there it is.
I did
Are you
forget
sure?
about one very important aspect of Castle of Volga. Jielith, wisdom save, please.
Oh yes, we can't forget.
I need that as a note. People remind me.
11.
Not bad, not bad. I'm going to say, Jielith, you can describe something. How do you picture the castle's layout right now?
So right now, since they're in the competition, the way I see it is just like remember like the old story of the tales where they go through like, the heroes go through a wizard's tower. So in his head, like we are in a tower in this moment.
Okay.
So just like there is this floor, it's like there's basement and then there's floors going up and just a series of layers. There's no there is no sides. There's only up or down.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
There's a Cinnabon.
Oh, and Joseph?
Yeah?
Try not to blow this tower up again, this castle up this time.
I haven't blown up a building yet. Okay. No, I haven't blown up a building yet. I have created incidents in which buildings then exploded, but I haven't been the direct cause.
Vivi looks over his shoulder and says, emphasis on the word yet. Without Vivi walked through the door.
The staff chimes in. Just because you encourage other people to start fires doesn't mean you're the one starting the fire. We didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
It's always been burning since Joseph walked by. We didn't start the fire. It was probably Bugger because he always does that.
And then we cry.
And then it starts just recounting everything you've ever done in that rapid fire tone that I can't possibly reproduce, even if I knew the song well. It will be doing that for the next 8 minutes.
Lizard people, thanks to the doctor again. Yes, like the blue people.
He's actually not minding this. It's like he just draped over his shoulders as he's walking by.
I'm actually humming along to this.
Right.
But I go, it's going to take some time before it gets to the point where the fight with Bugger and trying to hook you up with Tink.
Okay. So while this musical number is going on, Jielith will go to the door to the left.
Okay.
Vivi is slightly dancing.
That's, like I said, musical number. All right, open left.
All right. There is another staircase that is a winding going left.
I guess it's time for me to use my nose for perception.
This castle was created by the ancient sorcerer Escher.
All right, that's a 18 on perception with
Okay,
nose.
that's really good. Add into that a Constitution save for me, real quick.
But of course. All right, 15 on the con save.
15. You recognize the smell of chloroform just in time to not take a deep breath.
Oh, good.
Hey, Jielith, does this town can't smell like chloroform?
I shut the door.
We can go towards the cinnamon. It's all nice and fluffy. It smells like baked goods now.
I debate on opening the door again.
You just said you debate. I'm waiting.
So that's what I'm saying. The moment it's just like, no, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna need their help.
like roll wisdom.
All right, if you're escaping. All right, is the musical number still going on YouTube?
You see Vivi actually tap dancing.
All right, I go to the door on the right. Oh, wait, I was just there. Going to the left. Oh, wait, I was just there. Back to the right.
Yeah.
Take it back, Daddy-O.
You're opening the door that hasn't been opened yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside is a dark room, but you see some shapes that are moving, and as your dark vision kind of kicks in, you see an elongated lizard-like face. A couple of them, they're just kind of hovering there.
Marco.
Oh no.
Marco.
I tag Vivi on the shoulder and run back up the stairs.
Vivi looks for
I was hoping I was going to run into a hydra.
Which staircase are you running through there, Joseph?
One in the middle.
Okay. So you're running down the stairs to the Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joseph's doing that.
When you realize you have 13 level 1 spells.
Goodness sake, man. I mean, player, I'm happy. Character, dear God.
I mean, this is just the start, and even I'm thinking similar things.
That's why. Do I perceive Joseph going down the stairs?
I'm going to say that's an easy one to spot. It won't even be a huge problem to see him running down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's Joseph. I don't think he does anything subtly for a rogue.
Gotcha. So before Jielith was waiting for a response, but then he perceives Joseph leaving, and it's like, sorry, we're gonna have to wait another time. Take care.
Okay.
Shut the door and go after Joseph.
Beautiful brains. Any gestures for Jielith to go first?
All right. So what do you human eyes see?
What do my human eyes see?
You just see Joseph running down the spiraling staircase that's going lower.
Like,
Oh, I'm not gonna start the fire. It's going lower and lower. I want the cinnamon.
like Vivi quirks.
Joseph, the smell of cinnamon is growing stronger.
The Vivi quirks an eyebrow, so visibly you actually see it behind his mask. Tempted to cast command.
Sorry, I'm just checking my inventory to see if I have something the equivalent of earplugs, and no. Continue on.
If you wouldn't quite, no, I don't have a spell. I could quiet him for you if you want.
Joseph, as you get down to a room, you do see a big giant oven. I don't mean like giant size oven. I mean like it's humanoid size, but it's extremely long. Like this is an industrial oven.
And no, when you say humanoid size, I'm now imagining a human-shaped oven laying on its side. It's chillaxing.
No, it takes up like the whole wall. It's like 20 feet long.
Well, we're
Guys,
definitely in
The
the
human
furnace room.
oven, the humanoid oven is somewhere else.
I think they just call that I think they just call that a spit.
Roast.
Jielith, Vivi, we might actually have like a cinnamon golem inside of the oven in here.
I mean, it's not the furnace room.
No. I mean, if it was the furnace room, I'd probably be screaming already.
Coming.
If I had my shield, I'd shield bash you and ride you down like a surfboard.
Ooh, baby.
I mean, I thought you still had the table on your back.
I thought so too. I thought it was pretty much like table off of one shoulder.
SOS like through the legs.
Listen, I only break out the table for special occasions now.
Like
I think surfing downstairs is pretty special.
All of a sudden you see the stop.
Table shield deserves better.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the kind of thing you do with a shield you're gonna throw away after.
So if you now see my staff glowing, as he walks, I start walking down.
All right, so it's going to take y'all guys a moment because it sounded like Joseph was, trotting down there at a really high speed. So, Joseph, roll initiative for me.
Oh, I never give you ideas.
Oh, don't worry. I already had
I
these
hope you're not
ideas.
learning that now because I have done that so many times.
17.
17. You definitely hear as the sound of clacking behind you as some, I don't even know how to say this other than just to say it, caramel colored crabs come out scuttling out of the shadows after you.
Caraclabs.
There's about let's see, yeah, there's only 2 of them at the moment, but they're about 2 feet tall.
Trying not to pull a Robin right now. So badly.
Oh well, like already my ex is here.
No.
It is your initiative. The other 2 you'll be able to get in 2 rounds. You'll be in place.
I just look at the crabs and I just go, are you salted? Are you sea salted caramel? Is that why you chose crabs? Or are you just ill-tempered and pinchy?
Salty crabs. Salty caramel crabs.
Yes. As I lean forward and try to ram my sword through the top of the first crab.
Okay.
So let's go with the rapier for a 25 to hit.
Yeah, 25. You find a chink in the shell and you skewer it.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I will with my other rapier come in onto the second one with a nat 20.
All right. Yeah, you just go. You don't even bother with the shell. You just go straight into the soft, gooey center.
For
You're gonna make your basically your rapier is gonna become like a shish kebab.
Too bad you're not a swashbuckler.
yeah, yes, my rapier is going to become like a shish kebab.
There is one. There is two.
Oh, for nine
Kebab.
damage. Sorry.
9 damage. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kebab.
For some reason, I added in like.
Even though they're shish kebab, they're going to try and pinch you with a 16 and an 18.
Wait, so the crowd that's attached to a sword can still go at it?
Well, they're 2 foot long, tall crabs, so they're pretty large crabs.
I just imagine, the monster's been slain.
Yes. Did either of those hit you, Joseph?
Yes, both of them do.
Okay. Oh, that will probably be unpleasant for you. That'll be 13 bludgeoning from one claw.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh, indeed.
yeah. 25 from the second as it gets a good clamp on you.
I will use my reaction to halve that damage from the 25
Okay.
one. So that is another 12.
All
So 67 minus 12 is 55.
I am going to say that between being like on your swords and clamped onto you, I'm not even going to really ask you for a grapple because I think you're kind of holding them, but they are still attached to you. So until you can try to knock them both off, but at the same time they really can't let go and do another attack.
The oven on.
I could not hear you. You got weird sounds going.
Is the oven on?
Yes.
I swear, if you're gonna, never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Go ahead, do what you do.
I just yell up the stairway. Who wants millionaire shortbread cookies? And I just bring the crabs down onto the oven.
Okay. Make a strength check for me.
Oh my god.
He looks over at Jielith. Yes, it's finally happened. His brain has finally left him.
I'm going to use one of my trick rolls. For a 20 on the strength check.
Okay. Was that after you added the trick roll?
Yeah, that's after.
Okay. Still that's very good. Yeah, you bring it down, the hard shell cracks. There's now gooey caramel coming out, but they're still not fully finished off. But they are, let's just put it this way, there's a lot more openings for people to put pointy things into now. Jesse, Jielith, and Vivi, we're going to say you're already close enough to intervene because these things chomp down for a lot more than I thought they would, and I'm not looking to kill them yet.
Okay, so we have the raw initiative.
Well, I'll just go ahead and put you both into initiative.
Okay.
We'll say Vivi was coming down first, so Vivi, then Jielith, and then the crabs because they rolled so terribly.
Sounds good.
Vivi sees his size, and you hit him stamp his staff on the floor, and a massive bell tolls as he casts Toll the Dead on the crab.
Okay, and that's a wisdom save, I believe.
Yep.
What do they need to make?
That is a DC 15.
15 on the die.
And then bonus action, he's going to help. He's going to help. He's going
The
to
other
help.
person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. The other person. Brain work, but
just-
not help. Actually,
Is it-
sorry,
yeah.
brain.
Sounds like you could use some energy to give you the boost you need to comprehend the 2 J characters in this campaign.
You guys have caused so much trauma. My body's just trying to purge you from my memory. No, not help. He used to basically slam his stuff again and cast healing word on Kyle.
Okay. So just say how much that is.
Okay, just double checking. Okay. For 6 points of healing.
Okay. And Jielith, there's caramel crabs and a giant oven.
There's a part of me, I know what you said, but there's a part of me, there are caramel crabs. I know you said and an oven, but my brain still says in an oven. I'd be like, well, problem solved then.
Yeah. No, they've been cracked onto the oven, but not stuffed into the oven.
All right.
You need a spare hand to open it, and he's got a crab connected to each hand. He's having a clawful time right now.
All right, Joseph, right or left?
He's looking at shell shocked.
I'm in a bit of a sticky situation,
Right
and
or left?
I kind of. Well, let's get rid of the stranger. I hold up the left.
All right, that's
Don't
what
get
Giles aims
don't
for.
get don't get
Okay.
snippy with me.
That's the way swing.
You get to do this with advantage now because they have had their shells cracked.
Beautiful. All right, that's a 15 on this. First
Okay.
swing.
15 does not quite hit. So
right.
just pulling
Second
your
one.
punch a little too much and get deflected off a hard shell.
Beautiful. All right, second swing. That'll be 17.
17 is just enough to hit.
Sweet. All right, that is 16 damage.
16. Okay, all right. That one is it's hurt pretty bad now. It seems like with their shells cracked, they're taking extra damage.
All right, ending turn there.
Okay. Now it's their turn. And so one is going to hit Joseph again. The other one is going to go for Jielith, and that's going to be with a 13, which I don't think hits. Jielith.
Negatory. And it's like, unless I suddenly like, I feel like donning off my sparkling armor because I don't want caramel on it.
Which is like got the Teflon and the caramel just sinks right off. Like Joseph, I am sorry about this. Another 16 points of damage as the claw just, and we're talking about like that how they got the tiny claw. This is the big claw that's coming around and trying to clamp on your head.
My fudge.
All right. I will use my reaction to have that down to 8. So I'm still standing quite strong. Are there any open flames right now?
Well, the giant oven door is shut, so you would have to pull it open. Now, opening it is a free action.
Oh, so it's just purely an oven. It doesn't have top hobs on it at all?
Well, you had a top you could slam them onto, but the top wasn't on.
All right. Well, I am going to fricassee. I'm going to create some caramel crab fricassee.
Okay. So you're going to stuff them inside the oven this time? That's what I'm hearing.
No, I'm going to with the rapier start stabbing them through their shells into the back of the.
Okay,
like
so
as
you're
if
just going to keep stabbing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
much miming like as if I'm creating stir fry right there on top of the hob. Just
Okay.
just stab them. So for the first one, that is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For that is actually, do I get my sneak attack damage?
Yeah, you
Because
get
I've
sneak
got
attack
Jielith?
damage because you've now got enough people and you got the advantage and all. So
Yeah. So for 22 damage on the first one altogether.
Okay. Let me try to figure out Okay.
And then on the second one, I get a 21. and this
Okay,
is
that
just
hits.
For 11 damage.
Okay. So that one is very, very it's like taking a wisp to the inside, only when it's a construct and it needs those insides. That's probably not a good thing. But they're still both moving. Vivi?
So light and fluffy and airy. I'm making 3 Musketeers bars.
See here. Vivi's just gonna try and told it again.
Okay. All right. It is going to fail this time.
Okay. That is 20 points of necrotic.
Okay, 20 points. Which one were you going for? Right or left? Just
The one that Carl's been Joseph's been slamming on.
okay. Yeah, that one just kind of like as it takes that necrotic damage, it's like when the caramel has like dried up because it wasn't left with a wrapper. So it's like hardening and crumbling right there. It's not even good to eat anymore. It's clearly gone stale.
And that's bonus action. I'm going to hide.
Okay. Where are you hiding exactly? Because this is like a functional kitchen space, like a big bakery. So describe to me how you're hiding.
Vivi is going to run up behind Jielith and hide there.
Okay, that works. I just like to have the mental image in my head.
Yeah.
Just borrows the shield real quickly.
Yeah. Speaking of Jielith, it's now your turn. There's still one caramel creation left.
All right. We're going to go after that creation. First swing. That'll be a unnatural 20.
Okay, that will hit.
Right. 17 total slashing.
Okay. Yeah, this thing's almost finished off. You'll be basically able to do it in one more hit. I just want to see if you can make the hit.
Let's see. All right. 23 total on this one.
Yeah, you tell us how you finish this one off.
I imagine I just split it in twain like an Oreo.
Yes.
Which I said in that moment where just only one side gets all the caramel and the other one's just the shell.
Yeah, it's got like that long string of caramel between the two.
Yeah, exactly.
But one side is clearly filled and the other one isn't.
Yeah.
And well, the caramel crabs have been defeated. The smell of cinnamon is still coming from the ovens.
Weird thing to say out loud now is the caramel crabs have been defeated. What have
I put you up against gummy bears one time, so I don't feel like I got a whole lot of right to complain about this.
They were bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Now push it.
Push it real good.
Stop.
I just look at my sword, then I look at Jielith and I go, do you think it's safe enough to eat?
I wouldn't do that.
This question.
Steph just says, you never know until you try.
Vivi pops out from behind Jielith. I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I would. Do it. We need to know.
I offer it to the staff.
Oh
I don't have a stomach.
But you do have taste. I mean, well, we question it because you're with this guy, but
not by choice. And no, I do not have taste. This isn't even an anatomically correct head. This is a carving of a head. There's no taste buds.
I was talking more about your choice of, style.
People who pick me up and walk away with me because I have no arms or legs.
No, the fact that you're made out of what is that, oak or is that ash?
Neither.
What is it then?
The decayed children's hopes and dreams.
No, you were already in one of those.
Yeah, good point. Anyway, let's take a look around.
At the far end of the kitchen, there is a door.
Jielith?
Fine, I go to the door
Okay.
and open.
It opens to a ballroom. The shadows are dancing. It's like they're being cast by people that aren't there.
I perhaps dance into the ballroom blitz.
I'm sorry.
You
What?
want to describe what that looks like to us?
God, that's a good question. Basically, instead of actual ballroom dancing, they are just basically it's a mosh pit.
Oh,
But,
so you're running into the ballroom to mosh the shadows
No,
because they're dancing a waltz. And sorry, you don't get to change that.
Damn it.
We've already established who has perceptive reality, and that's not you, unfortunately. I'll let you change certain things, but this one's already been established in my head.
Yeah, fair enough.
I look into the ballroom. Do I see a man at the back? As a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun.
No.
Damn.
What are you guys on today?
I am on life.
I don't recall us spinning the wheel and determining if we wanted to go to college or not.
I have
Yes,
consumed.
I got someone of that. Yes.
I have consumed extra souls today. That's why I'm in such a good mood.
I just know that I am so full of pep and vigor because of my energy drink coming in a variety of different flavors and concentrations.
You're actually going to need to move the story forward at some point and quit plucking Ma. I love our sponsors, but after a certain point, you're just beating a dead horse.
Vivi walks in, and all of a sudden you hear a booming voice coming from him. Cease!
What's this?
He's using thaumaturgy.
The music never really skips a beat, but you do feel eyes on you. You don't see anything, but you feel it.
Hello.
Joseph, should I close the door or not? Tell me now.
Was it?
Yep.
And Vivi is now in the ballroom alone.
Well, this is where I die.
But I'm imagining like Joseph and Jielith have are like ears to the door now.
You hear nothing through the door.
Oh, it must be going very well.
Vivi, we'll get back to you in just a moment.
Like, we're just standing there looking at staff and tilting it so the staff is looking at him.
I just start taking the soft coat, gooey caramel innards of the crabs and lining it along the door of the oven to keep it from opening up.
You know, that's such a good idea. I'm not even going to question it.
Okay.
It's weird, but it's like you're learning something about this castle and you're preparing for it.
Yes, because there's the strong smell of cinnamon coming out of that oven. I am half expecting a cinnamon man, a Cinnabon man to come out of that thing. So I'm just making sure the door can't open at all.
All right, so the way I picture this is Joseph just goes and grabs half the crab and just walking along, cementing the thing shut.
Yes.
And because of the heat coming from the oven, it is drying that caramel and hardening it.
Yes.
I love it. Vivi, you heard the door shut. So now all the shadows suddenly stop moving, and you can feel a real presence in the room.
Yellow.
Hello, Vern. And a man comes walking out from a shadow in the corner. He is wearing a fine black suit with a orange tie and a pumpkin domino mask.
First of all, it's Vaughn, not Byrne.
Mispronunciation. Your names are so simple, it's easy to mix them all up.
Yeah, I get that. So what's up?
Well, I think that's entirely on you, Varn.
You're probably right. I like this situation can be interesting or very precarious.
You do have good perception after all. I will actually make this very simple. Just leave. Take your friends and leave.
As much as that does sound like a good choice, knowing my companions and their lack of common sense, they might not listen to me.
Is just as a question for myself, is VV about within a mile distance of me?
Tell me why that matters while I roll a die.
Because I can telepathically communicate with 3 people.
Okay. Yes, you still feel that connection. Going back to Vivi, the gentleman just says, you should already know that the safest thing for you is to run like you've always done. And as you kind of, it's almost slowly, but it's well within your perception that the room around you is aging and cracking.
Yeah, I am going to step out of this door because things aren't looking particularly nice around here. I mean, the decor was lovely before, but now not so much. Also, you know way too much about me. It's kind of disturbing.
I know everything about you, Varn. I've been with you since the very beginning.
Vivi, are you okay?
And you hear it in your head. I have some Pumpkin King looking motherfucker telling me shit about me I don't want to know.
So turn the tables on him?
I could try, but the place is aging and I kind of want to get out of here because I'll list room anyway because frankly, this is looking like if I try to deal with the situation on my own, the repairs to my face will not be the least of my worries. So,
what's the one thing? Dude, you're a fellow rogue. Use the entire environment to your ability. We'll get back to you. I just thought that we were going to have to deal with a bunch of shadow people that we couldn't see. Well, if you're having to deal with a pumpkin face motherfucker, just use the environment. We'll get back to you.
He's now just sitting in a like a stone throne on the other side of the room while you have this conversation, just smiling at you.
You can hear my telepathic communications, can't you?
I don't need to hear your thoughts to know what you're scared of. Now, you're quite wise to be scared of me, but not for the reasons you think. I am actually your friend this time. I thought maybe you would like to the decor to feel a little more like your true home.
Yeah, and I knew that was something that it reminded me of. It filled me with childlike dread. Well done.
If you want to run out the door, I won't stop you.
To be honest, you kind of piqued my curiosity. If you know me as well as you see, do you know where I'm curious. Things get done in a.
He's just sort of staring at you, waiting for you to finish the thought.
So
It's like when you're kind of making a threat, and he's like, "No, go on."
Not threat. This is not a threat. This is more a statement. If like, seriously, can you turn it back? This is really wigging me out.
Vines start growing up the cracks, like not healthy green, but like a gray green.
Oh my! What to do?
Jielith, can you open back up the door? Vivi's managed to get himself entangled with somebody who thinks he's Jack-o'-lantern or whatever the heck.
I can't be so sure. I haven't heard anything.
I could talk with Vivi through telepathy.
How bad did that crab hit you in the head?
I've always been able to do it.
Likely story.
And you, Jielith,
Jielith
and-
doesn't hear anything through that door.
Joseph, are you here in your head? Can you open up the door, please?
Jielith, open up the door.
Either we deal with this person as a group.
I'm going to include Jielith in on this conversation now and patch him in to the telepathy.
Can Jielith hear me?
I'm leaving that up to Jielith because I think you hear the whole music coming through his head.
Don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. I sit at my door and I wait for that until I hear screams. I don't hear anything.
Jielith? Open the door.
Okay. Door opens.
You see a pantry. It's a big, well-stocked pantry.
I close the door, open it again.
Still a pantry.
Close the door, open again.
It is now a used car lot.
Oh, sweet.
No,
A guy in a plaid suit's walking up. What do I got to do to put you in this Lambertost Falcarini today?
I grabbed Jielith by the nape of the neck and pull him back in. You don't want to lose
We
this
have
right now.
good financing deals.
More
More of the flannel suit men show up from behind the coaches.
I just
There's like
look
an
at him.
army of them.
I just look at the lead and go, do the thing.
Excuse me.
We
I've
have
done many things.
excellent financing options. They're all pulling out contracts. What will it take to put you behind the wheel today? They slowly marching.
I just pat the top of the door and go, this thing can hold so many dimensions, and slam it shut.
So I meant there's a pause between Joseph and Jielith. Okay, that one's word pretty good.
Guys, how's that door opening coming along?
We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
They tried to sign us onto a 12.9% APR financing agreement. I'm not going to do that for even a freaking cabbie.
Joseph, get better quality. Your mind is going very poor quality. Fix your internet. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi or 4G?
Joseph's mind is fairly poor quality. Wow, what a shocker.
All right, open the door.
This time it leads to a moonlit beach.
Maybe. Baby.
Close the door again. Open it up again.
This time it's a Russian winter.
Well, the French are going to be doing very badly in this. Close the door.
Thank you.
Open it up again.
There's a hallway.
Like what's happening?
We're playing Russian roulette with the doorway right now, trying to find you.
For fuck's sake, this is a multi-dimensional room, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Wait, you live in the castle. How did you not expect it to be did you seriously think that it was just going to open back up to you?
He has a good point there.
I mean, he's not wrong, but like a guy can hope, can't he? Like,
hope.
Yep.
The most valuable commodity around here. Everyone wants it. They want to see
be
it
like
break.
Pandora. Open the box that is your soul and unleash the beast.
I'm so glad Noah can hear Jielith's thoughts right now because he totally forgot about the instrumental stuff all the time. It's a good thing no one can hear me right now, or else that'd be very embarrassing.
I just look at Jielith. We can hear you.
and you say all of a sudden you see Vivi's mask. It's got a bigger grin on it. And he turns to the pumpkin. So, what exactly do you want?
For you all to leave unharmed.
What if we don't leave?
I can't be held responsible for what the others do. But I wouldn't like to have this land.
Ah, right. No, that's not going to happen.
That's not really for you to say.
Oh, I kind of just said it, so.
Oh, then, run along, Varn. Run along and find your hope.
V sighs, just goes. I'm assuming if we stick around here, I'll see you again.
Oh, I'm never far away.
That's not creepy at all. Vivi turns back to the
It's
door.
kind of my thing.
Yeah, like I've been to. Well, you know where I've been, and you're definitely in the top 5 of creepy.
Vivi, pull it, Joseph.
What? Cut off my leg and blow up the place.
It would give us a direction to find you.
Vivi opens the door.
And you see a long hallway.
Well, there's a I
Joseph,
now see a hallway.
Don't go running yet. We haven't been told what we see on our hallway yet.
Just a long hallway.
Okay.
There are doors. There's lots of doors. But the hallway just seems to go on.
Vivi's gonna look around. I'm assuming if I go this way. Fuck it, I can't be asked to tell you anymore. Well,
He's just waving at you with like these extra long fingers that seem to like be turning into branches halfway up.
Yep, top 5 creepy motherfuckers. I've been to the Feywild and Ravenloft.
What makes you think you ever left?
Don't even go there.
It's in your head. I'm in your head.
Or are you saying you're a protection of my subconscious?
You really don't want to know.
I like if you know me, like I always want to know.
I'm warning you. You don't want to ask who I am.
Evie, is everything okay over there?
I am struggling to. The guy apparently doesn't want. Please, I don't want to know who he is. He says he knows me well, but he obviously doesn't. If he believes a warning about knowledge is not a warning about knowledge is a deterrent for me.
Well, just think of it this way. If he's trying to mess with your head, you've also got me in there.
Like, I don't need added trauma to realize that when realizing that.
Oh,
No,
do I get out of this connection?
Jielith, like all of a sudden you see dancing cinnamon buns.
it doesn't work like that. We can't project visual things. We can project our voices. I mean, I could sing Farajaka on end if you wanted. I mean, it seemed to work.
Stop, do not encourage him. Whatever you do, baby, do not encourage him.
And all of a sudden you hear elevator music appearing in your head. That's Vivi singing.
Joseph sees Jielith just charge at a wall head first.
Make a strength check, athletics check for me there, Jielith.
Of course. All right, that's a 23 on head towards wall.
Okay. You go through 6 walls before you stop. This is like 80s action movie where it's like it's stone, but it's breaking like drywall as Jielith just plows through them all.
Anyway,
Jielith, when you stop, you crash into somebody.
Oh boy.
You turn around to the high-pitched voice of Princess Evalia. How dare you? You.
Stop. Been a while.
She's got like multiple eyes in around her head now.
You just see Joseph at the end of the broken hallways. Oh no, you aren't, girl.
what the fuck is going on?
I
Your
have
call is very
more
important to us.
power than ever now. The eyes come out of her head. They don't leave like sockets. They just come out of her head and start floating around her. I will take back what is mine.
You'll have to take it from my very corpse.
That's the
Seriously, girl, do
plan.
you want?
Good, we're
Roll
on the same-
initiative, Jielith.
Good, we're on the same page.
Do, 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 do,
Right,
do, do.
9.
9. Joseph, how far behind him are you?
I'm
Like, are you going to get in on this, or are you going to go somewhere else?
I'm gonna get in on this because
Okay.
this is Evalia we're talking about here.
All right, roll initiative.
20.
20. Okay, you will go first.
And all the while you're hearing elevator music in your head.
It'll be Joseph, Jielith, and then the princess.
Yes.
Oh, I want to use that elevator music as a distraction for her, so I'm going to tune her into this.
Disconnect
Okay,
me.
I'm going to give her.
Disconnect me.
I'm going to give her a save for this. We're just going to see how she does. I'm trying to double check this particular entity because, as you know, she changes quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, you can try to use that as a distraction.
Oh God, I'm going to use it as my help action. Then I'm going to just bombard her with the psychic whisperings of the man of Yukonuba from Vivi.
Oh, okay. So you're providing Jielith help with this. Do you want to use is that your bonus action or main action?
That is actually going to have to be my main action because I am not a mastermind.
Okay.
Hello, new brain. Who's this?
I am the rightful ruler of Evalia. I am Princess Evalia.
Princess Avalia, leave. And he casts command for the psychic wave.
Doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Jielith, I mean, it's a good idea, and there are many times when I would have used it, but not on a challenge night. Jielith.
SOS in hand. I swing.
Okay.
All right, that's a 25.
25 hits.
12 slashing.
Okay. And I believe this thing is kind of rolling around a lot. I just want to say that the power I have given her this time is coming from Matt Colville's new Flea Mortals preview.
Yes.
Extra points if you can figure out what it is.
I'll figure it out when it's done. The second swing.
Okay, second swing.
And I'm
That'd
going to
be
consume ribs.
18 total.
18 just hits.
All right. And that'll be 13 slashing.
Okay. And it is going to basically she is going to telekinetically shove you. So I want you to make a strength save.
Okay. All right. 13 on the save.
13 is not enough as one of these eyes just sort of lights up for a second. You actually see like a flicker of dome around it come down as it blasts you with let's go ahead and do the proper roll for this.
Go for it.
You are going to take 5 points of force damage as you get pushed back 30 feet. Like, aha, I have the power now. Oh, that was a pun. I have the power. Okay, I'm going to kill you now. And another eye flickers. And I need both of you to make a dexterity save.
Avalia.
All right. I am going to be using one of my features, which is the evasion thing. So whenever I do a dex saving throw, I only take half damage if I fail.
And
it.
if you succeed, you take nothing.
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
So I got a 7 on it. So
Okay, so that was a fail.
Mhm.
What about you?
I got a 7 to die, but I'm going to cash in one of my trick rolls.
Okay.
And that's a 4. Sweet.
So
that would be 28 on my dex
28.
save.
You will make the save then. So
Just.
the total damage was going to be 21. You can each take half of that, so make it 10 lightning damage.
Sweet.
And that was her turn. Oh, wait a minute, she got a bonus action she can use. It doesn't do her any good this time, so nope, she won't use it. Joseph.
you know what? I'm going to stab one of the floating eyes.
Okay. There's a grand total of 6 of them. Which one do you want to stab?
The one that's right in front of her forehead.
They're like floating around her. So it's like there's the 2 that you just saw attack, and then there's just 4 more.
I'll go for the one that fired the telekinetic blast at.
Okay. You can also just roll a 1d6 if you want to pick them at random, but okay. You're going for the first one to shoot.
Yeah, so that's a 9.
Okay. 9 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that did not hit.
All right.
Anything else this turn?
Yeah, with the other rapier coming in, it's again another 9. So Jielith, I need your help.
Clearly.
Vivi's hearing.
Just so you know, Vivi, we will get back to you. I promise. I was wanting to know that there's still the giant hole that Jielith made. So, just pointing out that you have options. I know players tend to think that they're trapped in combat, but you're not.
No, is there a door nearby?
Yeah, there's a door on the other side.
Does it have a lock?
Do you want it to have a lock?
Because yes, because I want to try something out
Okay,
on my next turn.
I'm curious. I will. There's a lock on the door.
All right. So I will tell you what I have planned on my turn when it comes up.
Okay. Jielith.
Continue on the assault. SOS in hand. I swing.
Okay.
21.
21 hits. I assume you're aiming for the princess.
Oh, there would
Okay.
be nothing else I would aim for.
Yeah. Never mind the 6 floating eyes.
Yes. All right. 14 a total on that one.
14. Okay, that's pretty good. The telekinetic eye fires up again. This is a reaction that she can do.
Okay.
So make that strength save again.
Of course. 13.
13. You get pushed back another 30 feet. And you take 9 points of force damage this time around.
Okay.
And
Bonus,
she just
bonus action Misty step to get back to her and then
Okay.
second swing.
Jielith out of nowhere. Roll
You
that.
just see the just a
Yeah. All the eyes go wide as you reappear. I'm going to give you advantage on this one just because that was
Oh,
really cool.
yay. Oh, thank goodness, because one of those were a 1. That's going to be a 10, sadly.
Okay, 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
Let's see which eye she's going to use this time.
Okay.
Ooh, it was the lightning eye again. Everybody make dex saves.
You got it.
14.
14 is not enough.
19.
19 was enough.
Yay.
So
I would be worried if it wasn't.
that was 17 total lightning damage.
So half that is
Would be
9.
8.
Yeah, we 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jumping back over to Vivi, the masked individual just says, "Do you want to see what's happening?"
I wouldn't mind actually.
A mirror wall just sort of shimmers, and now you can see the fight. But
Vivi's gonna walk up to the King and go spare seat.
yeah, if you want, a seat will appear.
Vivi sits down.
Okay.
Reaches into his cloak, pulls out some popcorn.
Yep, that's totally doable.
Want some caramel in that popcorn?
Rub off some of the crap guts from on your shoulder onto the popcorn, offer it over to Jack.
Yeah, like, popcorn.
No, thank you. Not quite my preferred snack.
Let me guess. Your first snack is a souls of the land.
No, but not entirely far off either.
Yeah. Sweet and salted.
Okay, going back to Joseph, it's your turn.
I'm going to slide up to the door with the lock, and I'm going to pick the lock on it to try and select a universe with a giant frog face that would snap the Avalia into its jaws.
The reason I'm going to say you might want to rethink that is this goes back to what we've established before. Jielith has the perceived reality trait. You live here, but you're not from you play for the team, but you're not from the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah, darn.
You're trying to play with Jielith's abilities. Now this is Castle Avalia. Weird things happen, but you kind of have to be given the permission to do it first.
Ask the door, please. Before you...
No, actually, it would be Jielith who would have to extend that to you.
Jielith, please let this work.
Go ahead and be trying to pick the lock. Jielith, if you want to extend this trait to him, I need a wisdom save.
Oh, you got it.
Oh God.
Because as much as I want to give you this sort of thing, Jielith, what do you get?
Got a 19, and as a champion, that pisses me off. That doesn't crits don't work that way on this.
Okay.
So I've got expertise on thieves tools for so
yeah,
it's
picking a
actually
lock
20.
shouldn't be hard for you unless it's
So
magical.
it's 20.
Okay.
Try and pick it.
I'm going to say that you, through the psychic link, you're asking Jielith to help make this happen. You feel that connection, but now I need you to make a wisdom save to try and influence the castle.
Welcome to my gift.
Oh my God.
What'd you get?
5.
5. You picked a lock. It pops off almost like, in a second, like, you just took the pin, popped, it's open. You rip the door open like you're trying to stand to the side so that the tongue will come out. And as you're pulling the door and you're jumping, it's like the door keeps spinning and throws you through the wall like it was a revolving door. You are somewhere else now.
Wish granted. Wish.
VV size, like.
And Jielith, you and the princess were just watching this, kind of shocked, I imagine.
I imagine like we're just deep in confrontation. Then we're just
and it is your turn, as she says, "You are all alone now. Give me the crown, and I will make you one of my loyal subjects."
Hey, Avalia.
She can't hear you.
Actually, you can.
Oh, I forgot. Yes. You too can be one of my subjects. Everyone can be my subjects. You're a subject. You're a subject. You're going to die, though. Give me back the crown.
How about just leave?
Jielith, it is your turn.
Jielith knows what he started. He will swing.
Okay.
Swing, bada bada.
All right. 25 on that swing.
25 hits.
13 slashing.
Okay.
And then we're going to go for the second swing.
All right.
19 to hit.
Yep, that hit.
That's 15 total, but I'm going to cash in a trick roll to possibly increase this.
All right. You can increase one of those die.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make that clear.
All good. Okay, so that is a 2. I'll increase the. Hang on, let me get.
Yeah.
Beating Beyond just disappeared on me.
you
Hang on.
You rolled an 8 and a 3, so.
Oh yeah, definitely using that on the 8.
Okay. What was the grand total then? That would have been 16.
19.
19.
So you doubled that to see
yeah.
that 8 to 16. So
Yeah.
plus 3 is 19. Plus your 4 for your stat
Okay.
is 23.
23. Okay.
20.
All right. Yeah, that hurt. She's going to use her reaction to do the telekinetic eye again.
Of
So
course.
that's another strength save.
All right, strength save away. 25.
25. This time you do not take that hit. The beam hits you, but you brace yourself and you do not move. So that kind of got her attention. And it is her turn. She's going to use a different eye lights up, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
I'm super good at those. How dare she perceive the waves of the almighty voice tool?
2. For the next hour, you are charmed by the princess.
Can I use silvery barbs to target myself? No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but
can I perceive myself as an enemy?
as you suddenly you are just awed by the princess. Like, finally, you are seeing reason. Let's go kill your friends.
Okay.
So I'm going to take you out of combat.
Yes.
we're going to go over to Vivi now. You just saw all this happen through the magic mirror.
Well, apparently I'm going to fight Jielith now. Joy.
Well, wasn't that always your plan? You don't really have friends, do you, Varn? Just
Well, you know what
people
happened
to keep you away from the things you fear. Meat shields.
It's kind of upsetting. You know me that well. He stands up. And well, you know what happened to my last actual friend. God, I miss the Feywalds.
He points to a door behind you.
Not that much. Maybe he's going to stop prepping.
So, while Vivi's having this conversation with our dear pumpkin-faced friend, I'm going to track down another lock to try my thing again.
The problem is that you are in a room filled with frogs. Small frogs, normal sized frogs. It's like mist is covering everything. You know that there is probably a door around here somewhere, but you can just step on the frogs, or you can make a check to try not to step on frogs.
Is it a dex check?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
14.
14. Is going to take you. I'm going to say you're going to have to move very slowly. But you manage not to step on any frogs as you're walking around, but you don't find a door yet. Jielith, the princess would like you to find some of the interlopers. So she kind of needs you to will that the next door that you open lead to somebody who is a threat to her.
Just like no question. Okay, open store.
All right, make a wisdom check for me. Just
Gladly.
a regular check.
Please make it a 1. Please make it a 1. Oh, damn.
I'm sorry, there's 2 1s on that one.
So an 11. You open the door, and the Candymancer is on the other side.
And then
He's
just
like,
go after you.
And he's already like, you and you. And a fight between the princess and the Candymancer is about to take place. That's going to be largely cinema, a cut scene, because I don't want to roll against myself for an hour.
Yeah.
I will just say, Jielith, you're obviously going to need to get involved. So make an attack check for me. Roll 1 attack at the moment. And
Certainly. All right. 23 total.
23. Okay. You're going to be very effective in this fight.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to decide, what was your AC?
18.
18. Okay. Because the way charm works is that when you, let's see. Actually, it says, in this case, since she's not the one directly harming you, we're going to say that you are going to be fighting off candy minions for a little bit.
Oh, fun.
With your stupidly oversized sword, you are able to cut through a lot.
Yes.
I'm just going to know that is just amazing. You're just cutting through gummy worms and all this stuff. And if you guys weren't separated, I would do more with this. But
Visa side, you seem to open doors. Do you mind let me in that way? I have to deal with this.
Well, it's stopping you from going.
I'm
not here to help you. I'm just here to give you a warning, a little advice.
It'd be nice to have a name.
Do you want to know?
Like it's me. I always want to know.
Jesse, I just need a quick DM sidebar because I brought this up to Twitter. How are you doing today? You having fun?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So I did ask this on Twitter, kind of got mixed responses. We know with the different saves, like if it's charisma, when you're trying not to be banished, I always took that as force of personality. What kind of save in your mind would it be if you were trying to not be driven insane by eldritch knowledge? Is that intelligence, wisdom?
No,
Probably wisdom.
I would lean on the wisdom side.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. I kind of felt the same, but I thought, yeah. Vivi, give me a wisdom save.
Okay. I am gonna bless myself. So let's see here.
Don't forget you've got a trick roll.
I'm good. I'll use a trick roll.
Okay. Not that I, didn't look forward to devouring your brain and leaving you a drooling husk.
Okay, that's a 38.
38.
Mm-hmm.
So as he stands up to talk, your mind instantly starts to throw up every barrier you have as you hear him say, I was born the first mortal who dreamed of the shadows. Now, as he's talking, everything around him is warping, including himself. He's becoming longer, lankier, like any flesh is just crumbling away, leaving something else behind. I wrote this down and I'm trying to remember it. I was born the first mortal who dreamed of the shadows. I am the first fear, the oldest fear, the true fear, the unknown terror. I am this. My name is the sound of 1,000 shrieking voices. You can call me Jack Lantern. Now, because you used a trick roll to get, to beat the impossible roll, your mind, this is just a part your mind is taking in. You are aware of this for the briefest instant. You're aware of what this creature's true name is, what it is, its true itself. It just gave you its true name, but your mind cannot comprehend it, so it throws it away. Like, right before you stick your hand on a hot stove situation. You had a glimpse of what this thing was, but your mind reeled from it so fast that you couldn't absorb it.
Well, I'm not asking that question again. Anyway.
And the creature standing before you now is no longer looks like a man in a suit. It looks like a 7-foot scarecrow, complete with fully pumpkin head and a bowler hat.
Well, what big head you have. Hey, bite.
Which way are you going?
I'm going to deal with Jielith.
So you're going through the mirror?
He said I can leave it if I want. I'm going to go find Jielith.
Oh, I'm just asking which door are you going through?
He
just said you could leave. He didn't. He never said which direction.
Vivi is going to try and track down Jielith, so he's going to leave.
Dude, no, Alice, just go through the freaking looking glass.
Vivi's going to tap on the window and walk through the glass.
Okay. Make a wisdom check for me.
Wisdom check. Okay.
Yeah, just a check.
I'm assuming not all proficiency. So that is a 17.
17. Yeah, you tapped on it and there was a ripple, so you can just walk right through. You walk straight into the middle of a battlefield. Make a dex save for me.
Okay. That's a 25.
25. All right, you managed to miss, just barely dodge as a lightning bolt is striking another creature, so you don't take any damage. Yeah, this is a fight between two powerful casters, and Jielith is just over there chopping up cinnamon bats.
Phoebe sighs, walks up to Jielith. Jielith, sleep. And he casts come on, Jielith.
I guess that'd be a save for Jielith.
Yep.
All right, so wisdom save.
Yep.
All right, what's your DC?
15.
2. Yay.
Jielith just collapses. The other two are so busy fighting each other, you aren't important yet. You can change that.
I just love the idea. Have at thee.
And I'm going to say that's enough to break the charm. But of course, he's also asleep, so Well, you don't know he broke the charm.
Yeah.
We'll see if you decide to wake him up. What do you want to do?
Phoebe's gonna just basically slap him on the side of his head. Jielith.
You know what, Jielith, go ahead and make another wisdom save. Let's just make sure the charm got broken.
But of course. 1.
This man is a threat to your princess, clearly.
Crap. Well,
Just that moment, it's like, you have awakened me from my slumber.
I conk him on the head with the staff. Bad Jielith.
Hey, beat my armor class. I want to see how this goes.
Yeah, this is a fight.
Okay.
I'm waiting for I did not think this through to kick in.
Okay. Nope, that's a 10.
You hit the hardest part of the head. The forehead.
skull. Okay, we're gonna get back to that in a moment because we're gonna go over to Joseph, who is
Bonus action. I'm gonna
still-
disengage and run away.
still walking around frogs who are just endlessly ribbiting. Are you still just looking for a door to walk through?
Kind of contemplating what my title as Royal Assassin actually gives me in regards to the interactions with this entire area.
That's
Whoa.
interesting. Make a wisdom save. I say save because I want you to get whatever proficiency.
19.
19. In your mind, what does a Royal Assassin title grant you?
Well, the ability to travel through all shadows of the building, because I'm supposed to be like I'm just a less snobby version of the butler, but able to stab people.
You said the butler can't stab people.
You finally understand, like in a moment of clarity, you understand your role that King Jielith granted you. Within the castle, you now have Shadow Walk.
Oh.
I am going to say that's going to replace your perceived reality, but I feel like this is a fair trade-off.
Right.
There will still be a little bit of, randomness to your ability because this is still the castle. But you may make a wisdom check to attempt to step through the shadows and arrive where you want to arrive. Where do you land?
Yes. Do you want to tell him what I rolled? Because I'm just too embarrassed.
1, 2, it's just 2.
Okay. So you step through the shadows, like, okay, I'm going after them. You step through the shadow, completely certain in your role as the Royal Assassin. It is you who will kill the king, as was decreed by the king himself. You remember a year ago when you first took the castle and everybody saw all these weird things? You step into a room with a table with a bunch of just slumped over skeletons, and there's some papers and some cups in front of them and some dice. That's the room you're in.
Oh, hey guys, we're not playing Go Fish tonight?
Those were the shadow people. But the skeletons are not moving either.
I have the guts to move.
I'm going to look in my inventory real fast. I'm going to place... How many skeletons are there?
There's 4 of them.
I'm going to place 2 gold coins in the eyes of each of... like 1 in each eye socket of each of the skeletons. And then I'm going to try and move out of the room once again.
Okay. Let me make a roll. Okay, you do that. You can leave. Let's go back over to Jielith, who Vivi has just bonked you on the head and ran away.
Do I have line of sight?
Yes, you do.
All right. So with a source in hand, I charged towards the person who awoken me from my slumber.
Okay. You know what? We're just going to lean into the weirdness. Jielith, anytime you feel the urge to do so, make your wisdom check and tell me how you are altering the world.
Let's do this now,
Vivi
because
will
it is a-
eventually have to gain his own title, but we haven't discovered it yet. It's not one I can give you. We got to find it in game.
The way it says, since he's awoken, I imagine the perception has changed. So that wisdom save is a 16.
Okay. What is your current perception and how can I twist it? Just the first part. I'll figure out the second.
I imagine right now we've gone from Wizard Terror. Now he feels like he's in a stadium and that it must prove himself to reach the masses, to see himself as a true champion.
The scrying orbs are just floating around you. You know that there are dozens, maybe even up to 3 people watching you on tiny screens far away.
Yes. I shall not disappoint those people and charge.
Okay.
Whoa.
That sounds like an athletics check to me.
Yes. With athletics, 17.
17. Vivi, you were running away from Jielith. You can hear his steps as he is approaching you. And then we get another montage of you guys just blowing through styrofoam stone walls. But you also have this odd impression that there are lots of people who are cheering and just very excited about this.
I almost imagine like a Scooby-Doo style, except for them just going through doorways. We're just going through walls.
Yes. Yeah. At one point, in the corner of your eye, you see a pair of unicorns that are fighting a tree. And then in another, there's all these zombie fairies that are beating up people with severed limbs. And then you crash into to Joseph.
You came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, you're all just like sort of colliding.
Hello. Bye.
Joseph, it is now your turn in this little mishmash. I'm keeping track of where we are in initiative. Trust me, there's an order.
Makes a change.
I'm going to shadow step again to try and get in behind Avalia because she right now is the
She's
biggest
like
threat.
7 rooms away. So
Okay.
Jielith just changed the layout of reality to crash into you by accident.
I'm just gonna grab Jielith by the collar and hoist him up, and I'm going to go, we need to get away from them.
Vivi, it is now your turn.
Vivi is going to use the distance he has to cast invisibility,
Okay.
and then he's going to double back.
Okay.
Using my bonus action to dash.
Okay. Jielith, it's just Joseph who's trying to pick you up by the collar.
Heretic, another one. And go for a swing. 18 on that swing.
That hits. So I've got an armor class of 16.
For heaven's sakes, 2 ones, so that's 6 total.
Jielith, it is your assassin, the one destined to kill you. You must kill him first. Like, then your hit was like, bonk. Oh, let me turn it to the flat of the blade.
So second swing, it's 10. So the accuracy is just deteriorating as I'm just trying to be collar bold.
In my mind, Jielith is just slowly becoming like a hulking barbarian.
Yes.
All right.
It would be your turn now,
Yep.
Joseph.
Okay, I'm going to ask a very simple question. Are the rules from Tasha's in play for rogues?
I don't know why they wouldn't be.
All right, I'm going to sacrifice my movement to gain advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Steady aim.
Yep. So that's 9.
I mean,
That is-
the rules. Have I bothered with
20.
him yet?
23, Jielith. Does that hit you?
Yes, it does.
That is 9. So I just did 20 points of slashing damage to you with one attack.
Nice.
And then for the bonus, I'm going to use my hit die to give me some actual like health here. No,
Okay.
wait, what is I'm a rogue. I have like, yeah, I'm going to do that. So what is a rogue's hit die? Is it like
I think it's a D6 or a D8.
D8. Only class for D6 is wizard.
Jielith, go ahead and make another wisdom save at advantage.
Okay. Wisdom save away. All right, 11.
11. I'm going to say that you recognize that the princess is probably not your ally, but at the same time, your assassin is trying to kill you.
Just he went from determined to confused.
But now, Vivi, you're running away invisibly.
I'm actually running towards Valia.
So you're trying to get back through the shifting walls. Okay. Yeah, you're running by there's a zombie fairy army. There's the unicorns. I'm not gonna say you're probably not gonna be able to get back where you started in your first round because the layout is changing all the time. And I just do whatever's funny. So if it is your intention to get back to Princess Avalia and the Candymancer, you can do that next round.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double dash then.
Okay. Yeah, it's like in the distance, you can see them, you can be there next round. But their fight is getting pretty epic. Like somebody is throwing those little like cinnamon fireballs around right now. I am referring to the candy ones, the red hots. That's what it is.
No. It's actually he's throwing shots of alcohol at him.
No, that's a totally different type of magic user. There's an alcohol dancer somewhere.
I know. I just have this image of atomic fireballs falling
That's
from
the
the ceiling.
one. I knew I was going to think of it eventually. Thank you. Atomic fireballs are being thrown around. So we're going to go over to Jielith now, who now just recognizes that everyone is trying to kill him.
So first, I'm gonna use my second win to get some health back.
Okay. And as I have sort of established, I will, like, as bonus actions, like, you use your hit die, because we never buy potions in this game.
Oh, why would we do that? Because well, we're also used to not having money.
Yeah. I'm trying to fix that.
Well, I guess you gotta.
You did avoid several looting opportunities in past games, so I don't take full responsibility.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 16 being back to 36. Okay. So I assume Vivi is invisible.
Yep.
I think he's gone.
as far as Jielith knows, is gone.
You only have one killer in front of you this time. The other one apparently disintegrated through a wall.
That tends to happen a lot around here. But usually not with my friends. I just mentioned Jielith was still SOS in hand, but seeing Joseph as a perceived enemy, is like, all right, Joseph, is the time of royal assassin has come?
Bows his head. Rapier's outstretched, like as if he's doing like as if he's in a dancing curtsy.
Are you surrendering? What are you doing? I don't get the signal.
I am going to shadow step through Jielith's own shadow.
Okay. Since the way I'm sort of interpreting this, Jielith didn't charge, so I guess it's your turn.
And I just gave gave Jielith a moment to speak.
Yep. And I will shadow step through Jielith's shadow with a 3 to wherever that will take me.
Within the room, it won't be a check. You can control that. It's when you're trying to jump to unknown spaces. You're not quite at Withers level yet.
Yeah. So I am going to shadow step from Jielith's shadow towards a far corner, far away from him at this point, because it's just like, I work best when I'm able to do sneak attacks, and you're just right there in front of me.
Okay. So you're just hopping away from him now.
Yeah.
Okay. Vivi, do you want to run into that cinnamon smelling room?
Vivi is going to look around first to see if it's wise to do that.
I mean, all I can tell you is you're seeing you're seeing, like, through the hole in the wall, you're seeing the equivalent of a light show with occasionally sweet smelling smells coming out of it.
Vivi is going to basically try and sneak up behind Avalia.
Okay. I want you to make a dexterity save to see if you can avoid getting hit by anything.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my second trick roll. Ah! That's a 10.
A 10. Okay. I'm just going to decide which one, who, and what is going to hit you. Well, this one does come up a lot. You are going to take 6 points of force damage as you get slammed by a telekinetic beam that's just going to throw you right back 30 feet. You land in the group of zombie pixies. So you still have your action.
He's gonna he's gonna get up. Is he on his arm? Is he prone or is he standing?
We'll say you're still standing.
Phoebe's just gonna walk back. And he is going to check something. Okay. How far, if he moves the 30 feet back, how close is he to the Valia?
I'm going to say using like your earlier movement, you can get about 15 feet. So you're still not quite inside the room, but you are being swarmed by zombie pixies.
I'm currently invisible.
Until you got hit by an attack.
It's good point. In that case, he's gonna look around. Oh, this is precarious. And he casts command on Avalia saying leave.
All right, I'll let you have that chance. You just hear back, no.
Why?
At 20.
Why?
Because I got a 20.
Damn you.
What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Okay. The pixies are going to start to stab you. You're going to take, that was a lot more than I thought. 13 points of piercing damage as their bony little fingers just start to dig into you.
I am now on 69 hit points.
Jielith, your assassin is running away like the coward assassin he is.
That's not what assassin's supposed to do. They're supposed to assassinate me. Get back here! And then he charges for it.
You're still in the same room, so I'm going to say you can get closer to him. But he is about to, there's a window he can dive through.
I am not going to dive through the window. I'm going to dive through the nearest shadow into the unknown.
It's still his action, so you got to wait till yours.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So let's see what he's going to do to you first.
I imagine it's like he just reaches a hand. He's going to try to do a shocking grasp.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh, dear Lord.
I'd like to thank Ma Energy for this critical 19 on the die. On a shocking grasp, the champion comes. And he is disappointed.
So you were getting ready to shadow set when all of a sudden the claw glanced down on your arm.
The claw.
The lightning just shooting through you. How much damage was that?
Rolling. And that double to that's 16.
Isn't there another effect like he has disadvantage or something?
Only if he's wearing metal armor.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to have that back down to 8 with uncanny dodge.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it just says, and the only like other effect, it says it can't take reactions till the start of its next turn.
That was the
That's
one.
what it is.
Okay.
Can't take reactions.
Okay. Anything else from you this turn there, Jielith?
Unfortunately, that's where that left end.
Okay. Now, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm just going to be. I'm just going to look at Jielith in the eye. Look at the fact that he's just shocked me. I'm not going to move a single inch as I just ram my rapier back into him.
Okay.
So yeah, does an 11 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Well then, I'm going to actually no. No. I don't want to do this. I want to throw you out the window. I don't want to
I will allow you to use the rest, but this is going to be everything else, like your bonus action, your movement. You're going to trade all of that to try to throw him through a window.
I'm going to use my athletics to do this.
Okay.
I'm also going to use my last trick roll
Okay.
for a 14.
For a 14, Jielith, make a counter roll.
Okay, what do you want me to roll for the counter?
I guess that would be athletics, but if you have something you feel would work, I'll allow it.
That's perfect. 23.
23. So Joseph is getting ready to do some of these fancy rogue martial arts maneuvers. You grab the armored Jielith and okay. So yeah, you're basically like trying to suplex a tree and having the results of a man trying to suplex a tree.
It's not going to end well, is it?
Going back over to Vivi, I am going to say that at this point in the night, you are aware the option to leave is just there. All you got to do is will it, and you can walk through a door and you can leave all this craziness behind.
TV size.
You're also being attacked by murderous undead fairies.
Do you mind? I had enough of you guys back in Ravenloft.
Lord Strahd orders your blood. He didn't say the rest of you.
Crap. Fucking Strahd. So Vivi is going to basically just walk up to Avalia.
All right. Again, if that's entering into a totally different battlefield, I will make you roll another deck save.
Actually,
you're trying not to get hit by these two powerhouses throwing everything away.
No, in that case, Vivi's just going to turn them. So Strahd sent you.
They don't reply. They're getting ready to stab you again.
Vivi spins his staff and searing smites one of them.
Okay, this is considered a swarm, so make your attack.
Okay.
Swarms with melee weapons. This would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Hey, Vivi.
Yeah.
You're part rogue, right? And you haven't moved yet, right?
Steady aim.
Okay.
So
You know what? I will be extremely generous, and I will even give you advantage on it.
Thank you, Superior.
Most times I won't do this, but this time we're in a very, rules and reality are very flexible tonight.
For an unnatural 20.
Okay. Roll the damage for me, please.
Add in your sneak attack, and add in your sneak attack as well.
Yes.
Okay, that is a total of 23 damage.
23 damage.
All magical.
Okay. Yeah. Because these guys were like little dried up husk, so many of them are, burning right now. So we will go back over to Jielith. Your rogue assassin is still trying to pick you up, and it's comically terrible.
Gosh, I have options. This is one of the few moments where it's just like, oh boy, should I swing sword? No, do more. So I imagine just where it's like, all right, Joseph, last chance to surrender and leave these pretty games of whatever you're up to. And as you see his mouth begin to spark, he's so as a player, I'm giving you a moment to speak before he blasts you with lightning.
Oh, this is going to hurt so fucking much. It's a dex save, yeah?
Yep.
22.
Right, you do beat it, so take half of the following.
Actually, I take none because that was a dex save.
That's
So-
right. He basically just swirls behind you and you blast through the window.
Which is funny because again, Jielith has never fought Joseph in this capacity, so it just dude, the hell?
I am just half contemplating at this point, just kicking Jielith through the window with this now.
I mean, it is your turn.
Yep.
If I use careful aim, can I do this with advantage?
I will grant it.
All
Because
right,
this
is
kind of
it-
sounds hilarious.
Is this going to be? I could do it with the rapier as well. I could do it with the rapier, just knock him instead of it being slashing, just bashing as I uppercut the back of him. Oh God. Okay.
I mean, I thought you
So-
were trying to like drop kick him in the head type of maneuver.
No, this is like freaking this is like Ryu going to Sagat in Street Fighter. It's just
Okay.
like
Yeah.
all right, so
Do
that's
it.
a 25. That is a 25 to hit.
Okay. Because of your intention to try to knock him through the window, I'm going to say Jielith there because he's not doing damage in this case, there should be some kind of save. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a how bad is the tumble at this moment.
Yeah. So it's like you were just looking for him to try to figure out where he went.
Yeah.
You swing around. Here comes the hilt of his sword in the jaw. I'm going to give you a choice here. If you make a strength save, you can control whether or not you fall through the window, or you can go through the window and make a wisdom save, and depending on the roll, where you land.
I know Jielith's reflexes are not that good, so I would like to go through the window, please.
Okay. Make the wisdom save, and depending on where that rolls, which one of us gets to say where you land.
All right, wisdom save away. That'll be a 5.
5. Okay. I'm really trying to make some decisions here. Like I know what I had planned for a low roll. And I think I have to finally enforce, what the consequences. So, Jielith, you take the uppercut. Joseph, you see him as he falls through the window. The crown has fallen off of his head in flight. It is going to fall. You can grab it or you can let it fall. But Jielith, you land on a dirt road. And that's all I'm going to say about you. Joseph, the window, you just knocked him into a black void. The obsidian crown is falling.
Sleight of hand. I'm going to try and catch it and hide it into my stuff hide it into my my armor.
That is not a problem. You don't even have to make a roll for that. It was an easy catch for someone of your skill. But now that you have the crown, you have some instinctual knowledge if you want to tap into that later. Vivi, the ashes of the fairies are just drifting around you. but you can feel the change ripple through the world. In fact, Joseph, go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Oh God. 12.
12. Okay. Vivi, you know something has changed. The walls around you have shifted slightly. You just don't know what or why.
This can't be good. Are the fairies still there?
The remains of them, like maybe there was one or two that were trying to crawl away because they're like their wings had burnt and they're just crawling now. Like, he won't notice I'm tiny.
And you forget that searing smite is actually a concentration, so that's still burning.
So they are they're not going to be around for much longer.
Vivi goes like looks back at Avalia like
No, that wall's gone.
crap. Well, at least I don't have to do that stupid.
But as you turn around, there is I don't think I've described to you what these look like, but it's a were unicorn, a vampiric were unicorn. It has the body of a horse, the upper torso of a humanoid, except it's all covered in silver fur with a horse head with a horn, and you just somehow know that horn will drain your blood.
Mother?
I do not know what sort of fetishes you have. I sought the one known as Jielith, killer of my kind. You will lead me to him, or you will feed me and my strength.
I have popcorn.
Make a persuasion check.
I was waiting for you are now skewered by the unicorn.
Okay. That's a 24.
24. Okay. Let me check. I'm going to include my trick roll on this. Okay. It's kind of like sniffing the popcorn. And what was your AC again?
17.
17. You are just barely able to dodge as the horn kind of swipes at you, trying to slash you.
That was unnecessary.
By my culture, it is totally necessary. Let us fight. It's your turn. And because I'm just going to keep initiatives a little bit loose, but trust me, I'm keeping track of them.
I haven't had to deal with this much on dead creatures I left for him. He's going to spin a staff, searing smite again.
Okay. This is just be a regular attack.
Yeah, I'm going to use steady aim.
Okay.
And casting it at second level.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For a total of that is a total of 19 damage.
Okay. All right. Joseph, you know that you now hold the crown. You understand somewhat of what kind of power that grants you, but you've also only seen it wielded by Jielith. What do you want to do?
I call forth my dark champion, the stealer of hope, Jielith.
Make a wisdom save.
14.
14.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide which way I want to roll this. I'm just going to roll. Are Arshis, high or low?
Hi.
High. Okay. And that one was a nice high roll at that. The shadows begin to merge, and Jielith, you are suddenly back standing next to Joseph, but the shadows are swirling around you very differently, and you just remember he stole your crown.
Hey, that one was mine.
It is now your turn, Jielith. The roll was just enough that I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what mentality. I'm not even going to say if you're really you, but you get to decide everything right now.
Yeah. So the way I see it is just where Jielith just knows that he finds himself on a dirt path. Shadows grab him and bring him forth back, and he sees Joseph with the crown, and he just where it's like he'll just look at him and just where you see him just drop SOS by his feet, get down one knee, and he goes, "You bested me in battle. The crown is yours. We may parlay. We may go to dinner. You may kill me right here or now. It's your choice."
You're my champion.
He immediately grabs the sword.
Okay. I will say again, King Joseph, for the moment anyway, what is your will?
I am going to show a door out to all those who challenge Jielith now, and just pretty much go, "This is over. You can go."
I need you to make another wisdom save to enforce your will on the world.
15.
15. Okay, so Vivi, you even hear as the voice of Joseph comes through, "The crown is mine. You may all leave." And everybody has a door appear.
He looks at the door, looks at the unicorn, looks at the door, looks at the unicorn. We can continue this, or and he points to the door.
The unicorn will just tell you it's your turn.
You know what? It's been a pretty shit day. Bonus action hunter's mark,
Okay.
and he's gonna whack the unicorn upside the head.
Okay.
For a 17.
All right. 17 just hits.
Okay. For a total of 27.
27. Okay. All right. The were unicorn is just going to attack you back. And what was your AC again?
17.
17. Okay. Nope, it's going to miss you twice. Everyone else is converging on Joseph now, so I need to see how many of them can actually find him. Joseph, Jielith, one person will appear before you, and I need to pick a good one for this. Okay, so a shape is taking form, and I'm going to say it's probably less important who or what it is. But I'm taking the eye drake. So it's basically kind of a dragon form with lots of eyes is appearing before you. If it wins, I will decide who rules Evalia later. But it's his turn because he managed to find you. And I just need to figure out, okay, yeah, he's going to go straight after Joseph. And yeah, that's going to be enough to bite you. Because that's like a 23. So that's 13 piercing damage as he chomps down on you.
So I'm going to halve that down to 6.
Okay.
That's
And Joseph, Jielith, I want you to make a dexterity save
You okay?
as one of the eyes looks at you.
That's a 20 on the die.
Okay.
Dex is 0, so booyah.
Yeah. You definitely make the save, so you're only going to take half damage.
Mhm.
So that'll be 8 fire damage total. That was halved.
Okay.
And Joseph, it is now your turn.
I'm going to make the entire area complete darkness.
Okay. That's going to be your full action, but you got to try to enforce your will again.
16.
16. It gets dark, but it does not go completely black. I will say that it's considered dim vision, so everybody has the same kind of. You guys have dark vision, so it won't affect you too much.
Right, and with my bonus action, I'm going to use one of my hit dice to
Okay.
heal up.
While you're doing that, Jielith, big monster is biting your king.
It's just like my first day on the job, and my boss is in trouble.
Now your title has changed, I guess you're we haven't discovered your new ability yet, but you got something to hit. That's probably enough.
Yeah, that's all I need right now. All right, SOS in hand, swing of the beast.
Okay.
All right, 24 on that swing.
24 hits.
All right, 19 slashing.
Okay.
All right, second swing. 1 trick roll, help me, please. Trick roll at 2. Okay, so that'll be 16 total.
Okay. Let me find him again. 16, just enough to hit.
Oh yeah. I imagine I still honor the 1, so I imagine it's just a whoop.
Yeah, while the sword goes wide than you imagine, but you still manage to like nick its like one of its winged eye things.
Yes. So it's just that moment where this isn't a sword of enormous size. It's just enough.
I'm even going to roll which eye you hit. What
Yay.
was the damage?
Right. Damage. Here we go. All right, 11 total of slashing damage.
Okay. So yeah, that eye that just shot fire at you, you basically scratched it, and now it's like blinking rapidly, trying to clear its vision. As it is going to make another bite at natural 20 to clamp down on Joseph. So let me get lots of dice. I haven't gotten to do these in a while. Okay, that's 10. There'll be 23 piercing damage.
So I'm going to half that down to
11.
Yeah, to 11. Yeah.
And I need Jielith to make a Constitution save this time.
Oh, beautiful.
As a different eye focuses on you.
25.
25. Okay, you are not paralyzed.
Yay.
Yes. No, we're going to jump back over to Vivi and the unicorn.
Vivi is just venting all the frustration, anger, and mild mental trauma he's dealing on this unicorn. Okay. For a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay.
I just realized how odd it is when we don't have running commentary around here.
Quite silent.
For a total of 45 damage.
45. Okay. All right. Yeah, this guy is that hurt him significantly. Because of the world we're in, though, I'm going to give him one last thing as he is trying to basically, like, he's trying to stop himself from dying. He breathes out a mist, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw, okay. Okay. That's a 9.
9. Okay. I'm not going to try to roll these dice. It's going to go with the average damage. As you take 26 necrotic damage. You are cursed for 1 minute as you are basically breathing in a miasma of hopelessness. And but the vampire unicorn is like rapidly decaying and turning into dust, like unnaturally fast. But you managed to survive that. Well, you know, except for the fact that you are now cursed and have some other things happening to you, which we'll deal with after Joseph gets to attack his problem one more time.
I'm going to make the darkness solidify around this dragon and hold it tight so that my champion can kill it.
Okay, this is going to be a very difficult reality warping. So go ahead and try.
Oh shit, I did an 8.
8.
Yeah.
If anything, the shadows are now like, please. And they literally creep back and the room is brighter than it was before.
Well, I use another hit die to heal myself just a bit more.
Okay. And Jielith is now nice and bright in the room. It's like almost a sunny day with a little bit of overhead. It's pleasant even.
Oh, the gods smile upon me to this day, for victory is assured, and he just continues the assault.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I planned that. God.
There's a reason I gave him perceived reality originally, and he still gets that in the comedic sense because what was your roll?
There was a 1 on the die, and I'm out of trick rolls.
So I want you to go ahead and roll damage, and I'll explain why in a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in your abundant joy, you go forward. What was the damage?
12.
12. You strike Joseph for 12 damage.
Going to reduce that down to no, I'm just going to take that fully.
Yeah. With great gusto, you slash into your king.
I quickly rim back the sword. Sorry, boss, and then just go for the second swing towards the creature.
Okay, go for the second swing.
That's better. An unnatural 20.
Okay, that one will hit.
All right, that'll be 9 damage.
Okay. All right. It
Just a
is-
good day on my first day on the job.
Yeah. Congratulations, though, because the eye Drake is so taken aback by all of this that he rolled a 1, but so I'm going to say that instead of actually doing anything, he's just like, oh, okay, I'm going to let you guys handle this first. And I guess I got the winner. And that means that he's going to be doing nothing. And we will go into that more after Vivi tells us what he is doing.
Vivi's going to track down his 2 companions.
Okay. How are you going to go about that? Just picking random doors?
Vivi is going to, Freeze basically use his ranger skills to try and bullshit his way through this.
Okay. Let me just roll something on my side. And I want you to roll a 1d10 for me. We're going to see how well we match up.
That's a 7.
7. Okay. You walk through a doorway and you are now at the cafeteria, which is actually stocked with good food. You see a couple of the other combatants who are just taking a break, having a snack.
Vivi looks around, like, sup, goes.
They just kind of give you a wave. Yeah.
Vivi takes off his mask, goes to sit down and eat. He's like, fuck this. He's like, fuck this. I'm just here. I'm out of spell slots. I'm fucking tired.
Okay. Going back over to Joseph, Jielith just hit you. The eye drake is just like floating backwards, but completely open. And I'll give you advantage if you decide to attack him, or you can do whatever else you want.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
With a 24.
24 will hit.
For 20 slashing?
Okay.
Oh, no, 20 piercing, sorry.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do it again.
Okay.
So a 19?
19 does hit.
For 5.
Okay. And he's like, dude, what? I said I had next. Okay, fine. We're going to do it like this. Joseph, Jielith, it is your turn.
I follow my king and I go to swing.
Okay.
He is the king of the spheres in the jungle VIP.
I thought we were done with the songs. Anyway, 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
You're never done with the songs.
All right, 8 total slashing.
Okay.
And second swing, 15 to hit.
Okay. That does not hit. So this guy is getting a little bit fed up. He is going to bite Joseph with a dirty 20. So that is going to be 11 piercing damage.
That's going to be halved down to 5.
All right. And then Jielith, you are going to need to make another con save.
Oh, but of course. All right, 14 on that.
14. You feel that paralyzing ray try to take hold, but it is no match for the champion of the darkness.
Yay!
And
He is not Dante.
Vivi, I'm going to say that when you tell me you want to leave the break room, you can, but you're perfectly safe in there. This is like a neutral zone. Everybody's just snacking, sharing stories.
Vivi's going to look around to see if there's anyone interesting.
Well, one person does seem to be made out of gemstones, and I say person because it's not a person shape, but it's like they're all different colors. It's a collage basically. And then you got somebody who is wearing Actually, I want you to give me a history check on this one.
Okay, history. For 16?
Okay. While the body doesn't match up, you do see a woman who is wearing a dark cloak made out of feathers. And the reason this triggers your memory is that when Joseph stole the painting of the mayor who left the forgotten town, that cloak looks really close to the one in the painting.
Hmm.
And going back to the other fight, it is now Joseph's turn.
I just look this dragon over to see if it looks like as if he's anywhere near being defeated yet. 'Cause it's just
He's looking like pretty bloody, but he's still in the fight.
I just stare him down and I don't move. And with great aim, I take at him once again.
Okay.
So that's a 19.
19 hits.
$27 damage.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say with that one, he's not beaten, but like there's this giant eye inside of his mouth, and you basically just like punched him right in that eye. That's how badly you hurt him.
Oh man.
And I follow up with a 17 from the rapier, from my second rapier,
All right, that'll hit.
for 11 damage.
Okay. He is hurt pretty badly, but he's still floating there. Very confused. Like, I thought you guys were trying to kill each other. Jielith, it is now your turn.
Kill him, my champion.
Okay. And it just swings.
Okay.
10.
Sorry, what?
10.
10. No, that does not hit.
Second swing. All right, 25.
25. That one does hit.
12 slashing.
12 slashing. Yeah.
Right.
You just like split him in half. And now I'm just gonna make a roll for fun. Let's see. Oh, it's Vivi, what does this thing turn into as it falls apart?
Confetti.
It turns into confetti as it falls apart. Biodegradable confetti. Okay. I'm just going to, we're running a little bit longer than I thought here, so we're going to go ahead and do the wrap up. I want everybody to give me one last wisdom save.
Hooray! For all time at 2.
7.
Come on, higher than a 10.
20.
Dang it.
20.
I was doing reverse psychology. I was hoping you would join us.
I kind of wish he had in some ways, because I am going to sort of narrate, the fact that I knew I was throwing a lot of enemies at you, and it just depended on who you
Yeah.
fought. I'm going to say, does anybody have any trick rolls they want to throw onto those right quick?
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out as well.
I thought you were. I just wanted to double check. So, I'm going to say, because one of you managed to beat the save, that means that while you are all severely trounced before it's over, as the sun rises on a new day and your enemies fade away one by one, Jielith was in more like a choke, like his hands around the princess's neck, her hands around his neck. Everyone was so close to dying or defeating their foes, but your foes just vanished like dust in the wind,
Ooh.
with a new king holding the crown. All hail King Joseph Lucerno, the new king of Evalia, as we end tonight's session. Even I am going to say I did not predict that. And whenever I do these challenge sessions, I know it's a Scooby-Doo Funhouse episode where like all the monsters have teamed up to try to get Scooby in the game. So we know that everything can shatter, but never in 1,000 years did I think that Joseph was going to wind up with the crown.
Yeah, what's the Hadouken?
Yeah. So I guess we need to do proper outros. I'm just so confused. I don't know how to talk. So you guys tell the people where to find you.
Let's start off with you, Jess.
Start me since I kind of started the last round. I'm Jesse Crump, also known as Crump64. You can find me on all levels of the internet under Crump64. That be Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all levels of social media. You can find me under that tag. I'm a man of nonsense almost 24/7. And in terms of D&D wise, you can also catch me as the dungeon master for lovely Lady Crumbs, as it is an all-female cast, as we are going through Spelljammer 5th edition before the official release here in August. We are well aware of the announcement of the release, and we're all excited. So you get a little sneak preview of that on my channel there. And whoever's next, go.
I'm Kyle. You can catch me on Twitch at FlintEwid756. I'm going to be returning to streaming on Sundays, alternate to Joseph's game here with Vampire the Requiem First Edition towards the middle of next month, as I'm getting quite a bit close to my health goal to be able to return into Twitch streaming.
You are looking good, man.
Thanks. It's been a long, hard fight for this. Oh my god. But yeah, you can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all under that same name. So
Suppose it's me. Hi, I'm Marshes. You can find me here every Sunday, unless I'm sleeping or having minor mental breakdowns. Playing VV. You can find me on Twitter, Discord, at Outstref, or under my solely developing production company, Dead Brain Cells. You can also find me on alternative Sundays when Joseph has a backup, playing Vampire the Requiem with probably a character I've missed so much. I've missed playing so much. The eternal himbo, Alex Trest.
And as always, I am Andy Warp Films Johnson. I can be found around the internet as Warp Films. I am also just completely confused by this game that I run. You would think that as the guy running it, I'd have some idea, but no, I never do. I never will. And even I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. We have a new king on the throne, and we'll find out what that means, if anything, later on. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is always so much fun. And even though I'm going to have to do something to try to slow my brain down after this, because it's running a mile a minute. But we will see you in 2 weeks, right back here. No promises outside of that. I can't even promise we'll be here in 2 weeks. No promises, no guarantees. We'll see you next time. Farewell.